Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I just want to put this out there right now. I am tapping into a case that's going to be two parts. And this is going to be two parts because I just want to get a full grasp of what this situation is and what this story is. So we're doing the law and crime version today. It's like an hour and a half. So some talking is going to be there. And then also I found an interview, and that's going to be tomorrow. That's about 2 hours. We're doing Gypsy-Rose Blanchard. Gypsy-Rose Blanchard case. And I'm going to admit, I remember watching The Act. I believe that came out around like 2019. I've checked out that documentary, and fast forward, she's like out and about and like doing stuff. I remember some vague posts of her being out and about, like she changed the hair and all this other stuff. I don't know how people are like really I guess like accepting or not accepting Gypsy Rose, but I know that she's like isn't she like an influencer now? There's a couple things that I have seen, and of course it could be like, you know, told that that's not what really happened. What I know is that her mom, like, it was what was it, Munchausen syndrome? That was one from the documentary. The second thing is like she met this guy and something happened in a movie theater, and then this guy loved her so much that he killed her mom for her. I remember she was like downing Coca-Cola when she found out or something. It's a lot going on, but I would really love to know the actual story and figure out this actual story and learn about it and not just have a preconceived notion on a documentary. So today we are learning about the Gypsy Rose Blanchard story. And tomorrow we are going to hear, I guess, an interview of like what happened. Hopefully it's a 2 hour interview. There's no way she's not talking about this, right? Right. But I don't know. Let's get, I guess, the facts of the case in terms of the trial. So, gosh, let's go. The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the host of this show are for authentic, honest, and entertaining purposes. Unless you don't think I'm entertaining. I repeat, this is my opinion. I am not telling you how or what to think or feel, but I do encourage you to speak your mind and have conversations. Just don't do too much. Also, this video is brought to you by Sebastine's Patreon, where you can access over 1,000 videos of exclusive content. If you want to subscribe and support this amazing community, click the link in the description below, and thank you for everything. Enjoy the video.
I want to start off with saying things are not always as they appear.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, what an incredible mother this is, taking on this challenge of raising a child with so many medical problems.
They believe she might have leukemia, could not walk, was in a wheelchair. I mean, you name it, this girl had it.
What eventually came out fairly quickly was that it was a scam.
The big shock to a lot of people was that she was up and walking around.
What?
At some point, you decided to kill your mother, is that correct?
Yes.
Dee Dee.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, cuz is this like well, it's not the craziest case, but this is like, I say back then, I didn't think like documentaries were, I thought documentaries were like exaggerative and stuff like that. Nowadays, doing this right now, my goodness, oh my gosh, I feel like we should have the bigger version. I think we're gonna do that because this is gonna be a long video, so we're gonna do that.
Blanchard had been stabbed multiple times in the back.
Oh
Very
my
brutal,
gosh.
extremely, extremely brutal, and almost a severing of her head.
I'm sorry that I lied to you from the beginning. I'll tell you the truth all now.
Breaking news now, 2 people charged in the murder of Dee Dee Blanchard, including her daughter Gypsy and her boyfriend Nicholas Godejohn.
Okay, I'll admit it. I did actually stab her mom. I will admit it.
Oh.
Gypsy manipulated Nick, a low-functioning person with autism. Whose idea was it to kill your mother?
Mine.
I don't think we're ever going to get the
What?
full story from either
Wait.
one of them.
Wait, hold on. Wait, she said that in court? Wait, what? Okay, so I do want to say, like, I'm just going off of things that I've heard in passing. Didn't she say like that was like Nicholas's all doing and he knew what right and wrong was? Didn't she say that? Wait, I didn't know that she said that in court. I didn't know that she said like, yeah, this was all my fault. Don't Nicholas got like life in prison? Huh. Okay. Oh, wow.
As to what actually went down.
So the question is,
gosh.
who's the mastermind?
I mean,
Your wife is in a bar. You said she's unresponsive.
This is what he's going to tell you.
dog, this is crazy,
And I
bro.
grabbed the gun.
Trying to find the first place to put a body.
No, sir.
The only thing they could do was
When the hell does Law and Crime have an intro like this? See, this shit might get blocked. I don't know, but hey.
kill him.
You want to say anything?
We, the jury, and to find the defendant.
Cuz. Oh, this is...
I think, you know, we live here in a generous community, Springfield, that likes to look out for one another.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm kind of nervous that this might get blocked. This is a whole joint. We're gonna go back to this. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Hold on.
A community that opened its heart to Dee Dee Blanchard and her daughter Gypsy.
She had moved here after Hurricane Katrina, had this daughter, Gypsy, who had all kinds of medical issues.
They believe she might have leukemia, that she was asthmatic, that she had seizures, she had ear problems, eye problems, she was paralyzed from the waist down,
Oh my
could not
goodness.
walk, was in a wheelchair.
So, okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember much of like the ruse that was going on. I just remember the mom was like the Munchausen thing, or was just saying Gypsy was sick and she couldn't do this, that, and the third. She had to be in a wheelchair and all this other stuff. That's all I remember. I didn't know all these types of things. Wow. And I do remember they came from like they fled from Katrina and stuff like that. Rest in peace to all the souls that were lost in Katrina and all the people who still aren't found and everything.
I mean, you name it, this girl had it.
She
You name it.
captured sort of the heart of the Springfield community early on.
They got a house from Habitat for Humanity in Missouri.
It's
Missouri.
so easy to live here, and it's so peaceful.
And I think the headline was something like Hurricane Katrina survivors, you know, happily settled here in Springfield.
I also do want to like, I'm not going to call it cover because I'm not a journalist, but just the story of Katrina, because every time I see it, it just breaks my heart. You know, it just really breaks my heart. That's something I do want to talk about, you know, and all those things, especially in terms of like Black folks and stuff like that and what happened, like what wasn't reported and what happened. I do want to talk about that one day.
It just proves that happy endings are not just in fairy tales, they're real.
Gypsy's mother seems so brave in the face of so much adversity.
Oh my goodness, what an incredible mother this is to, you know, she's on her own here taking on this challenge of raising a child with so many medical problems.
But then, on a warm summer night in Springfield, just after midnight, the home built for Dee Dee Blanchard and her daughter Gypsy
Wait, they
became
built
the
it?
scene of a brutal crime. Dee Dee, Claudine Blanchard, murdered in her bedroom, her daughter missing, the community in shock.
Just total shock.
And she didn't
We
take
have
her wheelchair?
This mother and daughter who
She didn't take her wheelchair? What?
just seems, you know, so happy and good-hearted.
Friends had seen a Facebook post on Dee Dee and Gypsy's shared site. That bitch is dead.
That Facebook post was seen by friends and neighbors of Claudine. They ended up then contacting the sheriff's office to do a well-being check, and that's ultimately how Claudine's body was found.
This is gonna be a long video. And I want to see what she says tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie. Cause what? She posted on Facebook. Don't tell me the reason. Wait. Don't tell me the reason why Dee Dee was caught was because of the Facebook post. And also, I know that Gypsy was abused, like a lot. Like I know that. I know that much. I also have seen some people be like, "Oh, well, she was abused so much, so the murder was justified." I saw that too. She put that on Facebook, bro? What the fuck?
A gruesome scene.
Very brutal, extremely brutal, and almost a severing of her head.
And police found that Gypsy's wheelchair was still in the house, but no sign of Gypsy.
So she just
okay. Well, that really ramps up the need to find her, because you're thinking, okay, she's maybe helpless out there without her mom. And
first they all thought that somebody had kidnapped Gypsy. The second Facebook message indicated that her
I effing slashed that. I'm not reading that. What the hell?
perpetrator had done something to Gypsy sexually.
Oh my gosh.
By tracking the internet data on the Facebook post, police were able to locate a possible suspect almost 500 miles away, outside Waukesha, Wisconsin.
The fuck?
To the home of a young man by the name of Nicholas Godejohn.
Oh.
So they went out, and there was actually a standoff between Nicholas and the police for a brief moment. He was brandishing a knife and waving it around, and he didn't want to come out.
It wasn't even known yet if Gypsy was still alive, but that if she was, it was still thought that she was possibly a prisoner or being held hostage by Mr. Godejohn at that point.
But when police got inside the Godejohn house, they found her along with a load of cash and disguises and wigs she and Godejohn had used. She was there of her own free will.
And that's when they first learned not only that, but they're actually in a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
This case has taken several disturbing twists since their disappearance.
And then this stunning moment.
Well, she stands up.
Gypsy standing up on her own.
The big shock to a lot of people was that she was up and walking around.
What?
A young woman who supposedly...
What? The biggest shock was that she stood up and walked around. All right.
Needed a house with ramps and specialized facilities, was not paralyzed at all.
What is she doing?
And then doctors at the hospital had another surprise for the good people of Springfield.
What?
That's when they learned there was nothing wrong with her.
No leukemia, no asthma, no seizures, no paralysis.
I want to start off with saying things are not always as they appear.
I have so many questions. They went to the doctor, didn't they? And ran tests. No. This goes to show that I don't remember shit from that fucking documentary, but the stuff that I said. Wait a damn wait. What? Oh, wait. Don't tell me, because I'm just like flinging shit at the wall right now. Don't tell me that they said like the doctoral records or the doctor, all the records were lost in Katrina. Was that what it was? So now we're just. Okay.
What eventually came out fairly quickly was that it was a scam.
A scam the mother had been pulling off apparently for years as a way to trick sympathetic people and charities out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. The wheelchair's just a prop.
And a lot of people were hurt when they discovered that, Gypsy didn't really have any medical problems and that her mom had had sort of duped everyone into being charitable towards them.
But for police, the focus was not the scam, but the murder of Dee Dee Blanchard.
Yeah, they stabbed the fuck out of her.
Were brought to the Waukesha Police Department as prime suspects. Gypsy acting as if she had not a care in the world as she waited for the detectives from Missouri to arrive.
Never asked about her mom. She never asked, why am I here?
And then Detective Stan Hancock arrives from Springfield, ready to cut to the chase.
Okay.
Well, Gypsy, we are here investigating something, so I do need to talk with you about some things, okay?
I'm thankful because I have no idea why I'm here.
Okay.
Nobody will tell me anything.
Yeah, okay. Your mom's dead, okay? Now, what I want to ask you is, your mom's passed away, okay? And she's deceased, all right? Now, what I want to ask you, did you have involvement in this?
She's like, no. Oh my gosh. Was it a heart attack? Did she commit suicide?
Wait, I got so many questions. You in Wisconsin, right? And I'm trying to think, like, if she didn't, like, was a part of this stuff. Like, I just be trying to think of certain types of things. If you was 500 miles in Wisconsin, what can you say? You saying she had a heart attack? You ain't finna ask, wait, why am I in Wisconsin? How the fuck did I get into Wisconsin? When literally, like, what? Most of my life I was in a wheelchair and all these stuffs, all these things. All right. Okay.
Please tell me she did not commit suicide.
No, she didn't.
She had bipolar.
All these different things, and she just kind of sticks to this story of I didn't know.
I do love my mom. I know you do. I know you, sweetheart. I know you love your mom. I have no doubt that you love your mom. Oh, my mom. I should have never left. I should have never left.
Okay.
Listen to me, okay? I know you love your mom. And don't you think your mom loves you? Don't you think your mom just is worried about you? Loves you? Okay? But we gotta get down to the bottom of why. Okay?
I honestly didn't do anything to my mama.
I was gonna say, wait, we didn't ask you that, but he did ask, did you have any involvement? So I'd say that checks out, right?
I don't know.
But that was a lie.
Okay.
Like most of her life.
Okay. Dog.
Little girls love to dress up as princesses.
Right.
None more so than Gypsy-Rose Blanchard.
Gypsy lived a rich fantasy life. That's all she really had.
That fantasy life became the key to understanding Gypsy. The key for Detective Stan Hancock to unravel Gypsy's lies about her role in the murder of her mother, Dee Dee.
This is like the craziest life ever. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just like referring to tomorrow's story or tomorrow's interview because I just want to know what does she like has to say about like what's going on? Like, what? Because, you know, like, I'm the type of person that thinks like people live different types of lives. And honestly, like, life is customizable, but there are some things that happen where it's like off the rails. Like, this is one of those things where it's off the rails. I really want to know what does she think? Because she has a social media presence. Like, she does like collabs and stuff, I think, right? She's on a podcast doing an interview. Like, it's just what I want to know what she has to say.
Sweetheart, like, do you really want to dig yourself? You're digging yourself deeper. Okay?
No, seriously, I would never hurt
Listen
her.
to me. Listen to me, okay? I don't play around with that, okay? I'm not gonna play around with this, okay?
I didn't do anything.
They realized quite early before they even walked into the room that, you know, that she had her wits about her. She's not a stupid girl by any means. In fact, she's extremely intelligent.
Gypsy's bizarre case was investigated by Fancy Maselli for her podcast, The Good Wife's Guide to True Crime.
The
now,
Good
she's
Wife's
not
Guide to True
educated.
Crime. Okay.
Her mother didn't, send her to school. Disney movies and books were her education.
Okay.
The Disney fantasy world became Gypsy's escape.
Okay, so where in Disney did it say kill your mother? That's my question. I don't know.
From a life with a cruel mother who had used and abused her since almost from birth, telling her and the world that she had cancer, leukemia, and an endless list of other ailments.
Oh my goodness.
Gypsy did not necessarily know it was a scam.
Okay.
She truly believed she had these conditions.
Okay.
Gypsy has a full denture set. It's pretty sad, that she had her teeth rotted right out of her head. And a lot of that has to do with the medications that she was given.
I can only imagine how awful that would have been to have been trapped in a home like that, where, like a prisoner, basically, her whole life.
At one point, as a teenager with dyed hair, Gypsy's mother locked her in a backyard shed when she learned her daughter was messaging with boys online.
In this shed is nothing except for a toddler bed. According to Gypsy, she was told that, if you don't do what I'm telling you to do, I'll put you in there and you'll never come out again.
Oh. Okay. Oh. I would say whatever is going to be spoken about in this video is I'm in anticipation about tomorrow. That's what I want to say. Because I'm over here just sitting there thinking okay, did you really think your only way out was to kill your mom? What do you have to say for that? What?
Gypsy wanted freedom. She didn't want to be under her mom's thumb anymore.
It was when the premiere date for the Disney film Cinderella was announced that Gypsy asked a boy she had met on a Christian dating site to come to Springfield.
Christian mingle?
Nicholas Godejohn.
I invited him to come in March to see Cinderella with me.
Okay.
She was dressed to the nines as Cinderella. She had the big wig on, the big huge blue dress on.
Wait, Cinderella, what?
So she looked like a fairy tale princess, and he's kind of dressed like Prince Charming.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it hurt my mom's feelings because I paid more attention to him than her.
Okay.
And anyway, she didn't like him from then on.
Somehow, Gypsy convinces her mom she needs to go to the restroom, and so she wheels herself out. And then Nick leaves the theater as well, and they meet up in the bathroom.
Oh, I remember there was in the damn doc, I think Nick was trying to introduce himself, and it was just awkward, and all these things. Okay.
Handicap bathroom, and that is where they had sex for the very first time. How romantic, right? She's never even been kissed by a boy at this point.
And y'all get straight to
her first experience with any type of physical contact with another human is, sex in a bathroom in a movie theater at the premiere of Cinderella.
It's one hell of a story, I guess.
It's us against the world, and that he's gonna protect me no matter what, and that we were gonna get married and everything, and nothing was gonna stop us.
Well,
so now, after almost 2 hours of lies, Detective Stan Hancock was finally, slowly getting the truth out of Gypsy. That it was then, after Cinderella, that the plan to murder her mother began to take shape.
But why did Nick hurt her? Now's the time to be truthful, sweetheart. No more lies.
The only reason I could think is because he wanted me to himself.
Okay. It's not what I heard, but okay. What?
Because my mom kept on getting in the way of us being together.
Sure she did.
Okay.
She didn't like Nick. She didn't want her little baby girl to grow up.
Okay.
She wanted to keep her little baby girl young, didn't she?
the truth of it really began to come out. Detective Hancock did a great job of sort of establishing a rapport with her and not being judgmental, not being aggressive, because those are the types of things that can cause someone to shut down and not provide information.
I'm sorry that I lied to you from the beginning.
My question is, did she really trick this dude to kill her mom? Or was he like one of those like guys that were like, what she's saying? Like, I don't know the truth about that. We'll see, but I don't know the truth about that.
I'll tell you the truth all now.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I love him so much. But
Okay.
maybe you can't help now. In silent ways. He killed my mom.
She finally
Okay.
said.
He killed my mom.
And then Gypsy began to describe how she helped Nicholas sneak into her house late that night, handing him a knife she had stolen for him at Walmart.
What? Wait, what? Wait. So let's keep watching, because my brain right now is saying like, you gave him the knife to kill your mom, but you're saying he killed your mom. I don't know in a way how she's saying it, but you gave him the knife though. That's what I'm asking. Like, did she really think the only way that she can get out of this is to kill her mom? But at the same time, it's like she couldn't bring herself to actually do it, so she had somebody do it. But like, it was also his own free will, because yeah, it is free will. You can also say no. Like, don't that mean both of y'all are just complacent on this murder? Huh. All right. Okay. I'm asking questions. I'm not trying to like post blame. I'm literally learning. I can't wait till tomorrow to see what's going on. That's about to be first thing in the morning.
She sleeps.
He was asleep, and I got up to use the restroom. And at that point, he had put me in the bathroom, and he had locked the door.
He was there already?
And he went to my mom's room, and I heard her cry. And heard him scream for my name.
You heard your mom crying. You heard your mom crying. And you heard your mom calling out your name.
Oh my gosh.
She was screaming. Can you describe her screaming to me? No, that's an awkward question.
Startled.
Okay.
And then she kept screaming louder and louder. And then she had said, Gypsy, Gypsy. I think I knew what he was doing.
At that point, you knew what he was doing.
I knew what he was doing.
And your mom was hollering at you for you.
But I was too afraid to go because I was afraid he'd do the same to me.
You gave him the knife. Wait, you said you gave him the knife. Wait, what the
And then she said, into her bedroom.
In shock. And then he took me to my bedroom. And he made me take off all my toys off the bed.
Oh,
So it
Lord.
made you take all your toys off your bed.
And he raped me.
Oh my
And he raped you.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
But Detective Hancock was skeptical, taking photos to document what Gypsy said were the bruises she suffered at the hands of Nicholas Godejohn. As babyish as she sounded and often acted, Detective Hancock realized he was talking with a young woman who was a practiced liar.
A practiced
She's
liar?
calculating. She is manipulative. And these are all things that are
Wait,
created
what?
by what her mother taught her and did.
Okay. So her mother is the reason why she's like this. That's what this lady's saying. Okay. Okay. But okay.
You have to rinse them straight. You don't think he's going to tell me that you had anything to do with your mom's killing? And this is the time to be honest. It's like,
What? Excuse me, my internet good. What the fuck? What's going on? Don't tell me this shit just turned off my internet, bro.
I told you.
Oh, I was about to say.
He and I only have the notion of us doing everything together as a team, but I didn't.
You didn't want to do it? So why'd you?
I wanted my mom and him to.
So did you kill your mom?
No, no, sir.
Okay.
Did you help
No, sir.
Nicholas kill your mom?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Did you have knowledge that Nicholas was going to kill your mom before he did it?
No, sir.
She truly believed she was going to get up and walk back out of there.
But down the hall, her boyfriend Nicholas Godejohn was about to tell a much different story.
All right. What the fuck?
I don't think we're ever going to get the full story from either one of them as to what actually went down.
Gypsy-Rose Blanchard and Nicholas Godejohn, two very challenged people. Gypsy trying to break away from a cruel mother.
Absolutely. She was a victim. I mean, all the way through, she is a victim.
Nicholas, socially awkward, but looking for love.
We came to learn he did have autism, in that he was living at home with his parents and was primarily had this entire life and personality that was lived exclusively online.
And as they went into hiding after the murder of Gypsy's mother, staying in this motel, waiting for a bus to take them to his home in Wisconsin, the two lovebirds cooked up a plan to avoid getting caught.
Mr. Godejohn thought he was going to get away with it. They had planned to mail the murder weapon and a glove from Springfield back to Mr. Godejohn's house.
You know what? I see why he got life in prison. All right. Okay. I see why he got life in prison. Okay. Yeah. What the fuck?
Prior to getting on the bus, before they ultimately left, they had come up with a pre-planned story for what to say should they be caught and asked what happened.
Hello. So you've been here a long time waiting on me to get here?
Oh my gosh, I've ever done.
It did not take long for Mr. Godejohn to abandon the pre-planned story that he just sort of stole Gypsy in the middle of the night.
Detective Angela Mahoney played on the young man's feelings for Gypsy to get him to implicate her.
And you love her?
Oh, do I ever?
You love her a lot?
I was bawling my eyes out waiting for this moment to where I can talk to you.
Okay.
Because I was so worried about her.
So, do you want to do the right thing by Gypsy if you love her?
Well, the truth is I worship her, so
I know you
there's
do.
no way I wouldn't do it on her.
I know.
I would think for her.
I know you do. I believe you do. But this is the point where you're going to prove whether you do or not, okay? Me and you talk.
Okay.
Okay? Because it's not fair. It's not fair to Gypsy for her to be honest and you to lie, okay?
Okay.
So what I want to know is can you tell me this first? Did Gypsy know that you were going to kill her mother?
Honestly, she asked me to.
Okay. So Gypsy knew you were going to do it because Gypsy asked you to.
Okay.
Why did she ask you to do that?
Because she felt it was her only way to be with me.
And then really, from there on, he is very forthright and very detailed in what actually happened.
Because, and then the truth is, okay, I'll admit it. I did actually stab her. I will admit it.
I know. Okay.
Filling in the grisly details of what happened that night in Dee Dee's bedroom as he stabbed her.
Do you know how many times you stabbed her?
4.
You stabbed her 4?
Yeah, 4 times.
The autopsy of Dee Dee Blanchard would show she was actually stabbed 17 times, her head nearly severed.
And then she called up for Gypsy, but Gypsy didn't do anything.
Okay. She hollered for Gypsy.
Yes.
Did she holler for Gypsy once, twice, 5 times?
3 times.
3 times? And what?
Why the fuck did you say 4 if you stabbed her 17 times? What's the purpose? Why are you lying? I mean, you ain't supposed to stab her no damn times. What are you talking? What?
What was she saying? Can you tell me how she said it?
She pretty much yelped it.
Yelped it?
Yelped it?
Gypsy. Okay.
Yeah, she was loud.
And what did you do when she did that?
Kept stabbing her?
It didn't stop me from keep on going.
Okay, you just kept stabbing her?
Yeah.
And then they begin a cleanup procedure where actually he asks Gypsy to clean naked. That was his request because that was something that turned him on, cleaning up this murder scene while she's naked.
Oh, I see why he. Oh, what? I gotta see this interview.
And then she wanted to have sex with me, so I did.
Okay, she wanted to have sex with you?
Yes.
Okay.
But down the hall, Gypsy had already told detectives that Nicholas forced himself on her.
He raped me.
And he raped you?
And detectives soon recognized that Nicholas Godejohn had serious issues. That he had 2 people inside his head, one good, one evil.
The one who actually did all this, the thing is, the good side of me, refused to do it.
Okay.
And that's the reason why it was instant that it happened right away.
Okay.
Because my evil side is what's actually did it.
Okay.
An evil side with a name, Victor.
So Victor is one of the characters that.
Girl, why you laugh? Why you chuckle at that? You took my chuckle away. Victor? You named this evil side? Victor. I mean, they said he got, what does he got? He said he has autism. He named his evil side Victor. Okay, what?
That Nicholas made up. He's his evil side, and he claims that he is a 500-year-old vampire who enjoys killing.
You just got.
You know who this sounds like? I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I have fatigue of people that say that they have this evil side because I keep referring to this damn David case, but these details are bro. This trials. Sorry.
Angry.
More than one person inside me. There's actually multiple personalities of myself.
Have you been diagnosed with that?
I probably should be diagnosed with it because it happens. The thing is, I used to take medication because I used to hear voices in my head.
Right.
Oh my.
Well, you seem like a pretty honorable person, and you love Gypsy, so, I mean.
Well, that's the thing. I admitted to. The thing is, me and Gypsy have cried multiple times.
Together over this?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've told her this will haunt me for the rest of my life because it's the truth. It will.
Breaking news now, 2 people charged in the murder of Dee Dee Blanchard, including her daughter Gypsy and her boyfriend Nicholas Godejohn. Both are now in custody.
My God.
They had solved the case.
Oh
Both
my
Gypsy
goodness.
and Nicholas were charged with first-degree murder. But would a jury convict a young woman whose mother had so abused her over the years? Would a jury convict a young man on the autism spectrum who thought he was Prince Charming rescuing Cinderella?
Well, this is a twisted version of the Cinderella story. What do y'all think about Gypsy Blanchard? I'd like to know what honest opinions. What do y'all think? Because honestly, seeing her on social media, it's like I'm just sitting here thinking like, cause didn't she serve? I don't know how many years she served, but she's like on socials, like creating a new life. But think about it, like 5 years from now, are people going to remember what she did and why she's like, I guess like an influencer now? Like, I'm just thinking of that. Or say, like, why, like, are people going to remember this case 5 to 10 years from now? Because people do forget a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of people who are famous now that people literally have forgotten, like, the crazy shit they've done. I'm not going to say no names, but that's a big rant.
This is a tragic event.
Yeah.
Surrounded by mystery and public deception.
Gypsy fell through every crack possible. The family was suspicious. They knew things were wrong. And
you know, the thing about this is more or less like, okay, so the mom lied to everybody. And it's like, but did she deserve to die? Did she deserve to die the way that she did? Like, that's the question that I'm like asking you all. Because I did see a couple comments when I was like looking for videos and not videos. Oh, sorry. I found this one and like I was just like scrolling through the comments because like she's on social media, bro. Like, how do people feel about Gypsy-Rose? Like, I don't know. You know, like
they did nothing. Doctors knew things were wrong, and they did nothing.
As the sad tale of Gypsy Blanchard's
So she
childhood
went to
abuse
the
became
doctors?
widely known.
It is just horrifying to think that.
So she went to the doctors and continued, and the mom continued to do this ruse?
This could go on for 23 years.
Fuck!
Prosecutors in Missouri had a big decision to make about the two suspects sitting in the Greene County, Missouri jail.
You have the person, someone who actually physically carried out the murder.
Wait,
that
what?
we have to
23
charge.
years?
Nicholas Godejohn.
But then also a co-participant that may have not, in this case, physically wielded the knife.
Gypsy-Rose Blanchard.
But was just as involved in the murder that we also had to charge.
But given all that Gypsy had been through at the hands of a cruel and abusive mother, prosecutors feared a jury might have excused what she did.
Due to that long-term abuse that she had already suffered, that ultimately she ended up pleading to second-degree murder with a 10-year sentence.
Oh, well then there we go. All right, that's how she got the 10. Now she's out, and wait, but don't that mean she got out earlier? Because it's 2026. If it's been a 23-year ruse, and the story, the doc came out in 2019, that means, I don't know when the murder happened. That means the murder probably happened within the last 2 years, right? Of the doc coming out. So if that's 10 years, that means she got out early. Because if it's 10, you know what? Too many questions. Let's keep going.
Prison.
With the possibility of parole in just a few years. But there was no talk of going that easy on Nicholas Godejohn, even though a first-degree murder charge was going to be difficult to prove.
Okay.
There was the misconception that what Mr. Godejohn did was sort of this act of chivalry, that he did it to save Gypsy from this situation. That was going to be a challenge to overcome.
Okay.
And then ultimately overcoming the defense, the fact that Mr. Godejohn did have autism.
May it please the court.
Yes.
Outside of Claudine Blanchard's bedroom door stood the defendant, dressed in all black, wearing blue latex gloves, holding a knife.
I mean, more or less, if like it don't matter if you killed this girl's mom because you wanted to be Prince Charming. You can't kill somebody's mother. Like that's just it. Like, you can't do that. Like I honestly don't think like anyone would give like leniency for it. You know what I'm saying? And also, like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't think Gypsy is that fucking calculated. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe she like said, "Oh, I want you to kill my mom." Okay, that could be true, but still, like, gang, like, yo, you know, like, I don't know. Like, the things that I've heard was like, oh, she manipulated him to do this, that, and a third. It's just like, I mean, okay, like, I don't, bro. I'm so fucking. I don't know. Shit.
For the defendant, he was in love with Gypsy Blanchard, Claudine's daughter. And as he stood there, the only thing that stood between him being with Gypsy was Claudine.
The key for the prosecution was to show that Godejohn, looking much heavier since his arrest, had the mental capacity to make his own decisions, autism or not.
And so it really came.
I mean, yeah, I got like people who are diagnosed with that in my family, and also like near family. They ain't killing people. Like, that's also like not the go-to response, but it's just like that's not the excuse as to why you did, like, what?
Down to this,
I mean, like, I don't, what?
This autism that Mr. Godejohn had.
And also, doesn't that like give like a boogeyman type of blanket over people who are diagnosed with autism? Like, also, isn't it a spectrum? Like, what?
Had two thoughts. A benevolent thought that he described as an angel on one shoulder that said, just take Gypsy and run. And a malevolent thought, a devil on the other shoulder that said, the bitch is dead.
But more or less, didn't she still give the... Oh, so that's probably why she said I was the person that like was the mastermind, because she took the plea. So that would mean like she kind of has to say she did it. Huh. Okay.
Yes, this was Gypsy's idea, but the defendant on June 10th was ready to kill.
And prosecutor Nathan Chetman showed the jury some of the text messages that Nicholas sent to Gypsy. Is your mom a light sleeper? It's my evil side doing it. He won't mess up because he enjoys killing.
And these texts show he was enjoying it. He was looking forward to it. He was excited about it.
As the prosecutor made the case against him, Nicholas Godejohn seemed disengaged, one of the known affects of autism.
You could tell just the way that he was, just not very socialized, just kind of, odd behaviors, just sitting, slouching down in his seat and just, looking around in sort of an odd manner.
In his opening statement, Godejohn's lawyer, Andrew Mead, portrayed his client as someone easy to manipulate.
Gypsy knew there was only one way she was going to be able to spend a life with Nick. There was only one way to get out from under the grasp of her mother, and that was to kill her mother. Nick was happy to do whatever Gypsy wanted. He was always compliant. You're going to hear testimony about Nick's autism. He has a low IQ. He suffers cognitive disabilities. And in the end, folks, you're going to understand the dynamics of this case, that Nick wasn't able to formulate the necessary mental state to commit murder in the first degree.
But right away, the jury saw the video of Godejohn being questioned by Detective Angela Mahoney and admitting to the murder of D.D. Blanchard.
And then the truth is, I'll admit it. I did actually stab her mom. I will admit it.
I know.
Okay.
On cross-examination, Godejohn's lawyers tried to suggest Detective Mahoney had taken advantage of him.
Did you know that he was on the autism spectrum?
No, sir.
Had you received any kind of information that he was on the autism spectrum?
No, sir.
Okay.
Now, this particular interview took place right after midnight.
Yes, sir.
And he seemed tired to you, is that correct?
He seemed what?
Now, this particular interview took place right after midnight.
Yes, sir.
And he seemed tired to you, is that correct?
At times when he would say he was tired, he did appear that he might be tired.
Did that cause you to question whether you should continue to question him, given
Did he say he was tired?
the fact that he was tired and it was after midnight?
What?
No, sir. Being tired is not a deal breaker on an interview.
Yeah, what?
But Godejohn's case was not helped when the jury saw a jailhouse interview he did with a TV reporter while he awaited trial, when he wasn't tired, and also admitted to the murder, describing his deliberations.
The darker part of me was also in love with the darker part of her. And because of it, the thought was, excuse my French, but it basically said, this bitch is dead.
So what the hell is this defense attorney doing? Like, he didn't get... So did he just not get any of these things? Does he not know what this dude is saying? Like, is he just like defending him just for the sake of doing it? Like, he didn't get this information? Oh my gosh. I did not know that this was like... It's not like... This whole thing is not complicated to me, but it's like complicated. It's just like, well, to me, both of them wanted this to happen. And as of right now, Gypsy's out because she took a plea deal. Like, that's what I think. Like, Okay. Also, you could have just fucking left and fled. But then again, I guess what? Dee Dee was gonna call the police and say Gypsy's kidnapped? The fuck? Oh my gosh.
Mr. Perry, do you have a witness you wish to call?
Gypsy Blanchard, Judge.
Gypsy was called by the defense, not the prosecution.
How'd she get
She
all that
was
hair?
to be their star witness.
Wait, am I stupid? How'd she get all that? Is that a wig? Is that a wig?
Trying to save her prince, starting with a scathing denunciation of her mother.
Why were you in a wheelchair in June of 2015?
Because my mother forced me to.
Oh my gosh! Wait, I don't think that's is that a wig? Sorry, I don't want to hyperfixate on it, but sorry.
Was there a time between when you first were put in a wheelchair in June of 2015 that you figured out that you really didn't need to be in a wheelchair?
Yes.
When was that?
I always knew that I didn't need the wheelchair.
And how did you know that?
Because I could walk.
It was testimony the prosecution knew.
But
could
isn't this
be
about the
a
plea?
game changer.
Wait. Was this before the plea or after the plea? Because if this was after the plea, wouldn't she like have to say like, yeah, I did this?
We all knew she was somewhat of a sympathetic figure at that point, and there was a concern that would potentially create a situation where a jury may again think that Mr. Godejohn did what he did to save Gypsy from these awful conditions that she was in fact in.
But
what illnesses did you believe you had?
Cancer, muscular dystrophy. I needed glasses. I needed hearing aids. Seizure disorder. And I can't remember what else.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, I don't know too much about this Munchausen syndrome thing. I don't know too much about it. Like, that's fucked up. That's very fucked up. Now we put that to the side, and I'm just thinking like, y'all couldn't do anything else. Y'all couldn't say like, hey, my mom is like lying to everybody. Like, there was no other option. Like, straight death was like murder was the option. But then again, I'm just thinking like, okay. I'm just like, well, Gypsy probably didn't know what she need, but I don't know, bro. Like, killing your mom is nuts. I love my mama, so like that's just it. So I don't like there were no other options ever. Again, can't wait till tomorrow.
And when did you figure out that you weren't actually sick?
I started to piece things together when I was about 19 years old. Then I didn't understand the full extent of how healthy I was until after I got arrested.
Interesting.
Why did you not tell doctors that you knew you could walk or you didn't believe yourself to be ill during the time that you were doing this?
I didn't think that anyone would believe me. I thought they would eventually tell my mom, and that would make my home life even worse for me.
Oh, I see.
Her more than I feared anyone else.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see now. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. Fuck. I don't know what to say. I mean, I still think killing your mom is wrong, but fuck. But then again, I don't know. Like, my brain is working. Like, what if I don't think she manipulated him, though. But, like, I'm not gonna rule out the possibilities that, like, her simply saying, I want you to kill my mom, probably was, like, mistooken as she wanted to actually do. Like, I don't know. Like, these two, well, she was, like, fucked up since childhood. So it's like, maybe she thought that was the only way, but that doesn't really make it right. Like, that doesn't make it right. I just want to stand on that part. It does not make it right.
And Gypsy testified she paid for everything. Bus fare, motels, even the murder weapon was the knife she stole from Walmart. She also admitted that she, not Godejohn, posted the Facebook messages.
Why would you make that post claiming to be Nick?
I wanted her to be found. I wanted the cops to find her body.
But why though?
Godejohn stared intently.
But why?
As his one-time girlfriend
did
her best to save him.
Gosh, it looked like he was looking directly through her. You could tell she was terrified.
When you see the pictures of Gypsy and Dee Dee together, she just looks like a little child, with oftentimes wearing a little hat. And then when you saw her on the stand in Godejohn's murder trial, I mean, she's a woman, definitely a grown-up.
And then finally, the pivotal question from Godejohn's lawyer, Dwayne Perry.
What? Whose idea was it to kill your mother?
Oh.
Mine.
Why did you want to kill your mother?
Because I wanted to be free of her hold on me.
And with that, the defense now hoped the jury would see the victim, Dee Dee Blanchard, as the person who should really be on trial.
But she can't. What? What? Ah! Whatever. Okay.
Now, I have never seen...
Okay, well, for one, I didn't know that she was, like, testifying for Nicholas on the trial. Okay. This is an onion, bro. Munchausen by proxy.
Facts quite like this, autism becomes a big factor here.
The mental capacity issue is really where this lies. So the question is, who's the mastermind?
And it was vital for the defense to show Nicholas Godejohn was not the mastermind.
Okay.
That was the role of their final and only second witness, clinical psychologist Kent Franks.
Have a seat, okay?
He has an autism spectrum disorder. His ability to perceive reality is tenuous. He had a psychotic episode when he was 13 years old and hallucinated and talked about hearing 7 or 8 different kinds of voices.
Okay.
You just got angry.
More than one person inside me. There's actually multiple personalities of myself.
But it would become a battle of the experts, with the prosecution putting its own clinical psychologist on the stand, Dr. Robert Denny.
Did you find the defendant to be intellectually impaired?
I did not.
And then Dr. Denny used the surveillance footage of Godejohn and Gypsy to bolster his opinion. Godejohn cool when they were told there were not enough seats on the bus they wanted to take back to Wisconsin.
What's striking to me is that he did not blow up. He did not react angry or frustrated or which is something that would be very common with somebody with autism.
And then the interaction between Godejohn and
okay,
Gypsy.
Because you could see where they got in and out of the cab and would walk in and walk the other way. He would hold the door for her.
Okay.
When they walked by on a sidewalk, he was leading, she was following.
Okay, but what?
It looked very normal to me.
Dr. Denny was the last witness the
What?
jury heard.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what? What is he trying to say? Like, whoa. Okay, I want to be as sensitive as possible. Like, I know autism is a spectrum, but what does that have to do with anything? Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. What? Am I tripping? Huh?
The last word on Nicholas Godejohn's mental capacity.
Closing arguments. All right.
There's been another obvious presence here throughout this trial.
Prosecutor Nathan Chapman knew it was essential to get the jury's focus off Gypsy and the abuse she suffered at the hands of her mother, the victim.
If we're not careful, there can be a tendency to let Gypsy's narrative overshadow what we're really here to decide. Because all along, flying under the radar, coolly, deliberately, was the defendant, Nicholas Godejohn.
And again, the jury was shown Godejohn's text messages as he planned the murder.
He's not doing anything different than someone else who's planning a murder, taking steps to incapacitate the victim, taking steps in case you're caught to have a story. His mild autism changes nothing about
mild.
any of the deliberation that you just saw. There's just
so it's
no
mild.
other decision than he is guilty of first-degree murder and armed criminal action.
Whenever you're ready.
My name, Judge.
Fuck.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Let's get one thing.
I mean, if it's mild, I don't know. I'm not the expert, and I don't want to act like it. Like, you said you killed her. Like, you said you killed her. Like, I don't... Like, in my opinion, honestly, it's just like, it doesn't matter if... Like, to me, it's just like, it doesn't matter if you did it to win Gypsy's love. There are so many other ways to do it. And also, there are a lot of people with autism that don't do stuff like this. Like, yeah.
Straight. Who wanted Claudine Blanchard dead?
I mean, Gypsy said she did.
Gypsy did.
Okay.
Gypsy wanted Claudine Blanchard dead.
I mean, at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie to you. If both of them wanted her dead, or if Gypsy wanted her dead and then Nicholas wanted to carry it out, just like both of them did this shit. I just think the difference as to why she got 10 and he got life is because she took a plea deal. But like, that's just it. Unless there's more that I'm not like noticing.
She is fully capable of deception because that's how she lived her life. She was trained that way.
Okay.
By her own mother.
Okay.
Gypsy manipulated Nick, a low-functioning person with autism.
But I thought it was mine.
And then Gypsy pressures Nick into committing a homicide against her mother. He's
Pressures?
only trying to help the woman he loved.
All along, it was clear that Godejohn's lawyer, Dwayne Perry, had given up on pushing for a not guilty verdict, but instead wanted the jury to find his client guilty of the lesser charge of second-degree murder.
I believe after all the evidence...
He gave up? All right. Okay.
That you consider there is reasonable doubt as to his capacity to deliberate first-degree murder. And I believe the appropriate verdict in this case is one of the lesser homicides. Thank you very much for your time.
The facts of the murder of D.D. Blanchard were never in dispute. The 17 stab wounds, the knife Gypsy stole for him
Bro,
to use,
17 is crazy.
and Nicholas Godejohn admitting to it on video.
Because, and then the truth is, okay, I'll admit it. I did actually stab her mom. I will admit it.
So the jury was not expected to be out for long.
Wow.
The main decision that they had to make was if he had the capacity, if Mr. Godejohn had the capacity to deliberate, then he was guilty of first-degree murder. If he did not, then he was guilty of second-degree murder.
Okay, so either way, he's fucked. That's what, okay.
And the difference would mean how long Nicholas Godejohn would go to prison.
A first-degree murder is life without parole.
Damn.
A second-degree murder has a minimum of 10 and also can go up to life, but it's not an automatic sentence. It was all hanging on that decision.
Okay.
Godejohn had not testified during the trial, but in a sign of optimism, just before the verdict was read, Godejohn told the judge he would abide by the jury's decision on sentencing if he was found guilty of second-degree murder.
And if they find you of a lesser on count one, you are still asking for jury sentencing. Is that correct?
Okay.
Have there been any threats made to you to get you to waive that right?
No, sir.
Have there been any promises?
No, sir.
And with that, Nicholas Godejohn was ready to hear the jury's verdict.
Okay.
Would you pass down the file folders, please?
Which narrative had the jury come to believe? Who was the mastermind?
Gypsy manipulated Nick, a low-functioning person with autism. Whose idea was it to kill your mother?
Mine.
His mild autism changes nothing.
As to count one, we, the jury, find the defendant, Nicholas Godejohn, guilty of murder in the first degree.
Oh,
we
fuck.
assess and declare the punishment for murder in the first degree at imprisonment for life without the possibility of probation or parole.
The autism defense did not work.
I mean,
while Gypsy will be eligible for parole in the next few years, Nicholas will spend the rest of his life behind bars.
The bottom line is he still stabbed an individual, regardless of who it was, 17 times.
True.
And he, by the evidence in the trial, enjoyed doing that. And I believe that justice was very much served in keeping him out of the community for as long as we possibly could.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think there is justice in this case.
What you mean?
I think that everyone is broken, and there's not a way to really put the pieces back together.
A grim ending.
I mean, yeah, I feel like in any case like this, or any cases, like justice is. But in what actually counts as justice, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I really want to watch this interview because I want to know how she thinks, like, now. Because she's the person that could say something. I mean, he can say something too. I guess there'll be some other things. It's just more or less like, I mean, fuck, dude. Because what would happen if, my question is, what would have happened if Gypsy didn't take the plea deal? Like, what would she have gotten? We don't know. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know.
To what started as an abused child's longing for a Cinderella fairy tale.
It just proves that happy endings are not just in fairy tales, they're real.
Not on this day. Not in this courtroom.
Damn, bro. Well, pretty much what I'm just thinking is like, at the end of the day, with the circumstances that are happening, it's like Gypsy honestly didn't really have a chance. And I can see how her reality has been warped. At the end of the day, this is one of the things where it's like what she did was wrong. Like wanting to kill her mom or telling who, like literally just like I think both of them are wrong. Like in terms of that, but at the end of the day, I can still sympathize with her. Like, yo, like she was abused for that long. Like she was abused. Like we can't just forget that. More or less, it's just like did she manipulate him? I don't think so. To me, it kind of sounded like Nicholas was like, of course, he was diagnosed with autism, and he did what he did, and he admitted that he said that he enjoyed it, and he has two sides of him. This is that, and the third. In a thing like that, like I would think a mental hospital, you know, not just like jail. But at the end of the day, it's like, cause you did do that. So, but me, I'm just like, as long as you're not on the streets, I think justice is served. But at the end of the day, it's like mental. I don't know, bro. Like at the end of the day, it's more or less like I think both of them were wrong, especially if they both devised this plan. I can understand like if he got life because he didn't take a plea deal and he literally said all the stuff that he said. That was that. But at the end of the day, like from what I saw, I thought I saw something different. I was wrong. I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I never want to be somebody that likes to stand on being wrong. Like if I was wrong, I was wrong. But I do want to know, what does she think about this? And tomorrow we're going to see what she thought about it. And yeah, I do want to know what you guys think about it. Like I think it's really fucked up that all this stuff happened. But at the end of the day, I don't think the mom deserved to die, especially the way that she did. Like, I don't think she deserved to die a gruesome death. I would think that we all should agree. Like, this is a very sad case. And wow. And just like to see her nowadays, she seems happy. I don't know. Like, I just saw her around on like the For You page and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, that's Gypsy-Rose. I didn't know the specifics of the case, and now I do. And I'm just like, It's really crazy how people can just move on to their lives from something that honestly is very tragic and twisted, you know? Do y'all think justice was served? How do y'all feel about Gypsy-Rose? I've been seeing some comments speaking about her and her character, and I would say like the comments are from what she has been doing since she gotten out, like those things. But in terms of this case, I would like to know what you guys think, because I feel like it's like mixed opinions. You know what I'm saying? I really want to know what she thinks. And we're gonna do that tomorrow. So I'm gonna hold off more opinions and stuff and what I think, or just like have more of a sound speak about it first thing tomorrow morning. I think that's fair, and I think that would be good. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Have yourselves a good day.